Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your beautiful location. My name is Asobisa TV. I hope you're doing great, guys. The worst thing that will happen to anybody in this life is torturing your children. Like, when I mean torture, torture is not only when you torture people physically, you can also torture people emotionally. Do you understand? All this while that all these things has been going on, Eweeee Edochie has been dropping one or two works. Do you understand? Sometimes she will come and tweet. Sometimes she will write a word on her Instagram. Like, she has been using her social media handle to pass some messages, which a lot of you might not understand where she's coming from, because I could remember the last time she said something. I forgot her exact word, but she was like, when you chases two rats, you may end up not catching any, stuff like that. A lot of people were condemning that ad, saying, she's too young, why would she put her mouth in that kind of saga? It's left for her and her father and her mother, blah, 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 blah. But forgetting that this girl is above 18, that she's actually an adult. And not just because she's an adult, that all these things that is going on is playing before her. It's playing in front of her and her siblings. Do you understand? Which simply makes it very difficult, and you guys will bear me witness again that Eweeee Yul and her father Yul Edochie used to be very close. When I mean close, I mean this close, very, very close. Father and daughter's love is something that you can never compare or imagine. Fathers are usually very close to their father, and that was exactly how Yul Edochie and Eweeee used to be those days, that Eweeee follows Yul Edochie to almost all the locations where he goes to. Do you understand? If Yul Edochie is shooting in Lagos, you must see Eweeee, that place. She's very close to the father. You see them making videos together, laughing and playing. All of a sudden, it's like they just post everything. Like, sometimes I sit down to ask myself, what exactly are these children feeling? How exactly do they feel? Do you understand? This is the question that I keep asking myself. Not until I came across this particular post from Eweeee, and I found out that this post is coming from a place of bitter. It's coming from a place of, like, that moment when you never thought of something of this nature happening in your life. That moment when, it just playing at the beginning of all these things. I know this thing will be playing like just like a movie to these children, especially Eweeee, because Eweeee is no longer a child. Eweeee is that person that understands her mother's tear. You all would bear me witness. You remember on Queen May's birthday, why they were singing that song, Ezebube, see how far you brought me. When Queen May knelt down and she started crying, it was Eweeee that left her position where she stood to go to her mother. She went to her mother to console her mother. This is to tell you that she understands everything that is happening. So for you standing somewhere saying, hey, she's still a child, Eweeee is not a child. A girl at her age can actually get married. She's above 18. She's an adult. She's an adult, and the worst thing that will happen to any child or any children in this life is to have their parents, any of their parents, treat them this way. There are ways to do. You cannot just torture your children, all because of your selfishness, or because of, I don't understand. There are ways to do things. This is very, very wrong. You don't do it to the extent that your children are also feeling it, because these children, they felt it and they are still feeling it up to today. They are still feeling it. Imagine Eweeee coming out to drop this kind of a post. There is so much pain in the heart of this girl and that of her siblings, because none of Yul Edochie kid is still a child. All of them, they have grown to the extent that they understand things that happens around them. They are not that young anymore. They are not that young anymore. So I am using this medium to even talk to you, not necessarily because of Yul Edochie, but any other person that wishes to marry a second wife, or anybody that thinks that he or she is polygamous in nature, or because you're an Igbo, your culture allows you to marry, or you're Yoruba, you're Hausa, you're Muslim, therefore you can marry 20 wives. Don't make sure you go about these things the right way. Do not torture your kids. Do not emotionally break them down, because Yul Edochie has ended up breaking these children down emotionally. This girl that you and I knows that she's very sweet, that you hardly see Eweeee out here saying anything that is uncalled for, or writing anything that you cannot comprehend. But these days, because she cannot come out fully, stand up and express how she feel, sometimes she try to like put them into writing but not being straight. But if you still think well, you will know where she's coming from. Let me read what she has written and then pay great attention, because I want you to drop in the comment section what you understood from this message, and then we will continue from there. Daniela says, never be bullied into silence. Do you understand? What do you think she's talking about? Who is bullying who here? You can also read from your screen. Don't you comprehend? She proceeded, never allow yourself to be made a victim. You don't understand where it's coming from. It's very obvious. Just that the little girl had a lot in her heart, but she cannot just come here, sit down and start. Do you understand? Because a lot of people is going to judge her. Society is going to judge her. A lot of people is going to say, hey, why are you putting your mouth? You're not supposed to. You know, this is what this girl is running away from. And that is the reason most times she want to put hers into writing. Her heart is full. She feels that she can pour it out. She said, don't allow yourself to be made a victim. Because the other day, Eweeee Yul run out here. And he was like, we don't know what made a man to take the decision he took. We don't know, blah, 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 blah. A woman you brought out to us by your own self. A woman you introduced to us by your own self. You showered praises on this same woman, telling us how she has been there for you, how she stood by you when you were a nobody, how she is this, how she is your heaven and earth. All of a sudden, you went and gave Judy location Bele. And all the love and praises that you once showered on this woman disappeared simply because she refused to be numbered. Simply because, and you think that the best way for you to go about it is by torturing your family, your children, your beautiful children emotionally. Eweeee Yul, sit down one place and think about these things before it's too late. She proceeded, accept no one's definition of your life. Accept no one's definition of your life, but define your own life. Yotago, she's still referring to what? To the definition that her father is trying to give to her mom. Do you understand? By saying that it's because a man doesn't say everything, that because he doesn't want to tell us what made him take the decision he took, because, you know, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense at all. That was why this small angel, in as much as I call her small, it's not that I don't mean by age, and I don't mean by understanding, because she's above 18. Personally, I know why I say small angel, because she's so innocent. Do you understand? This girl had already told you, she's also, in as much as she tried to advise her mom, she's also advising you, don't ever accept anybody's definition of your life. Make sure you define your own life, yourself by yourself. Do you understand? Eweeee Yul will come outside here and be telling us, men doesn't talk too much. Because I decided to cover up my wife, this one. Who are you talking to? Are we all dumb over here? Are we all dumb? If there is anything this woman has done to you, Eweeee Yul, in fact, even if Eweeee Yul did not say it, Judy Austin would have spelled it things. If she did not speak it in a live video, she will write it down on your post. She will go to your page and use capital letter to download the gist for us, because we know her. I know what she can do. So this woman practically did nothing to you, but she's not even the reason I'm making this video this afternoon. The reason I'm making this video this afternoon is to inform you that whatever it is that is going on between you and your ex-wife, Queen May, does that also affect your children? Does it affect your children? Okay, you also don't want to tell us what your children has also done to you or what, because I'm no longer comprehending. This girl is missing her father. This girl is no longer seeing that man that he grew up to know as her father. Eweeee Yul, go back to your family and make peace. Marriage is not a do or die affair. If you and Queen May has decided, or if our queen has decided not to be numbered, as she has been saying from the onset, and she's this woman that knows exactly what she wants, if this is her decision, Eweeee Yul, go and make peace with your children. Let everywhere be calm. Go and make peace with your children. Look at your daughter. From all indication, from all, in fact, in all ramifications, your daughter knows that all this your Eweeee company and all that is just for you to be in a competition with her mom. And when you put such ideas in your children's head, it doesn't make any sense. When you come out here knowing fully well that you have children that looks up to you, as a father, you are your children's #1 role model, just like as a mother. Parents are their children #1 role model. Whatever you put out there is what your children will feel that it is the right thing to do. So for a grown adult, like your daughter, to be seeing you putting up this kind of attitude, that was why I was, in fact, I was bleeding in my heart. Those moments that you guys will come out here and be singing. The only thing that keep coming to my mind is Daniela watching this video, because I absolutely, I'm not even thinking about Queen May, because she's an adult. She understands, she can hold her emotions and feel. But I ask, is Daniela watching these videos? And it breaks me. It breaks me. Yul Edochie, make hay when the sun shine. I love you. Don't forget to share this video. I will see you in my next one. Cheers.